Hello, hello, welcome to part two. I'm Fozzie or Cam, and yeah, we already went through the intro and stuff. So yeah, let's pick up pretty much right where we left off. Um, Daredevil, season 4 announced. Um, yeah, how you feeling about this, Will? I know you're a huge fan of Daredevil.
Love it, and I guess like it could be season 4 or a new Daredevil series, whichever they decide to do. But I
I'd
am
be
just
fine with either.
me too. But I am just psyched by this news because I loved the show Daredevil, in particular season 3 and season 3. I just thought they just took their storytelling and just the epicness of the show to a whole nother level. So I am just thoroughly compelled by the Matt Murdock character, and I'm just so excited to hear this news. And I would just please bring Wilson Fisk back into the show because I think Vincent D'Onofrio's performance in Daredevil as Wilson Fisk is absolutely stunning. Wilson Fisk has by far taken my mantle of best and favorite Marvel bad guy. I
I don't
just
know, we could see Gore change your mind in Love and Thunder.
oh, Cam, trust me, because we have 3 seasons to develop this
That's true.
Wilson Fisk character. Nobody will be surpassing Wilson Fisk for me. I am just stunned by how good a bad guy he is. So
Even Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger? Even him? Because I know you're a
I
Michael B.
don't think.
Jordan fan.
Listen, if there would be, if somebody would be taking the mantle of Wilson Fisk, it would be Thanos, I would assume for me. So no, I don't see anybody ever taking his mantle. So I am just so psyched by this and can't wait to continue Matt Murdock's story. And please have Vincent D'Onofrio back as Wilson Fisk in this show because I just consider his performance as Wilson Fisk absolutely stunning.
Well, I think we're gonna see him next in the Echo TV show, which, if you don't know, is a
Yeah,
Hawkeye
great.
spinoff.
And I did see the photo that Marvel put out
Yeah,
teasing the show.
yeah.
I guess that's something else we could quickly touch on. What did you think of the Echo tease photo?
Oh, I think it looks cool. I think it's gonna be a cool show. I read a little bit of the plot. Well, I read all the plot description so far. And it's different. I love it. It's looking very different, and it's not what I was expecting for an Echo show. And I think we're gonna get stuff with. I think we're definitely gonna get stuff with the Kingpin in that show. So I think that'll be fantastic. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a unique show, which I can't even say how much I love for Marvel movies and TV shows. I feel like there's not always enough un- unique Marvel properties. Like Iron Man's awesome, but is it unique? No, it kind of follows the same formula as every other movie, but it's still awesome. So, game two of the finals, Celtics versus Warriors. We talked about the first half on the halftime show, and wow, boy, it took the turn for the worst for my Celtics, and your Warriors just really came through there. I figured the Celtics would win. Well, the Celtics would lose one game at that was away, because I mean that would just be crazy if we won both away games. So I figured the Warriors would sneak in and win somewhere. So how did you feel about the second half for the awesome second half for your Warriors?
Yeah, so if you saw my comments at halftime, I actually considered Boston the more impressive team with the fact that they're able to like they basically have the game tied with the Warriors playing desperation basketball and not wanting to go down 2-0. And I said that like to feel better, I would need to see a good second half from my team and well, I did. So
They delivered.
I still think that, this is going to be a 7 game nerve-wracking edge of the seat series. I'll stick with my Warriors in 7 prediction, but so, I think the Celtics are going to continue to be a tough opponent. I think game 3 is going to be epic, but I mean, boy, was I impressed and loved how they played at the second half of game 2. And it's just mesmerizing to me how they just always seem to find their stride in the third quarter. I mean, what is it? It's really impressive.
And the Celtics have a habit of always struggling in the third quarter, um, which is actually true. And I am I'm not happy with our performance in the second half, but you guys just were nasty. I'm not happy with Draymond Green. I think I talked to you about this. I think he was going a little crazy there. He's doing a little too much of the Draymond things. Not necessarily complaining to the refs, but he was roughing up our players. He was trying to get in Mr. Smart's head, but no, he wasn't getting through there. But yeah, he was being very physical, which it's all in good fun. It's all part of the game. But I don't know. I don't like it because if he hurts Jason Tatum, then well, he's going to be in trouble from a lot of Boston fans. um, but yeah, second half for the Celtics was atrocious. Second half for the Warriors was fantastic, and I think you guys deserve this win because I think you guys worked harder than us for that second half. So, Will, since you are not going to be here for our pregame show and our halftime show tomorrow, I'll talk more about that in a few. What are your predictions for the game tomorrow?
I'm going to stick with the team that I originally had winning game 3. I'm going to go with the Celtics. In a close game, I'll say the Celtics will win by, I'll say 5. I'll go 120 to 115. I think it'll be a dogfight, epic game with both teams really wanting to gain the upper edge in a 2-1 lead in this series. But I think the Celtics are going to take advantage of home court
Oh, yeah.
and win game 3 by 5 points.
I'd love to see that. And I'm not going to give my prediction now because I'll do that for the pregame show.
Folks, you know that is coming from my head and not from my heart because you know what my heart wants, but that's my head prediction.
Yeah. I think I'll go with the Celtics, considering it's at home and I don't think we're just gonna roll over and lose this game. I think it's gonna be a win for the Celtics. I'm not sure by how much, but I don't want to say anything else right now because I don't want to spoil anything for our pregame show.
They're going to want to bounce back after their performance
Of course.
in the second half.
Of course.
Okay.
So yeah, tomorrow during our pregame show or halftime show, Will not be here for it, which is very sad. But sometimes people just have other things, which is fantastic. And you're gonna be watching the game at your friend's house, which is awesome. So tomorrow we're going to have a different co-host. I have a few options in my mind, but my main option right now is actually Nick, who was actually on the podcast before, and he's a big sports fan. So I think he'll do a good job being your substitute, Will. So yeah, I don't think he'll bring as much energy to the table as you do, as much banter as you bring to the table. But I think it'll be a little not as heated as we usually get, but it'll be fun. So yeah,
I think Nick.
What's that?
I think Nick will be fantastic on the show. I loved when he was on all the way back in, if I can
July, right?
Get it, episode 6. So yeah, it's very annoying to me, but I literally have an 8th grade graduation during game 3 of the NBA Finals, which is why I'm not going to be able to be here tomorrow. But Cam, tell Nick that I really, really appreciate him.
Yeah, we'll do.
Down the court for me, and I think Nick will be fantastic, and I'll go back and watch what you guys had to say when I come back. But thank you for holding down the fort for me, and I'm sorry that a 8th grade graduation will prevent me from being able to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, at least you'll be able to watch a little bit of the game, maybe a little bit of fourth quarter, which is good.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So at least you'll be with your friends, you know. Maybe you can have your friends watch it with you. Who knows? But yeah, just want to let you guys know about that. And I have some news on what grinds my gears.
I can't wait to hear it.
Todd's excuse was he was busy, which is totally fair. He says he has a bunch of ideas, and we should be expecting one this Sunday if he doesn't have anything big that he has to do. we should be expecting one this Sunday, which I can't wait for. I mean,
That's great. I adore what grinds my gears. Todd, we've missed you doing it, but can't wait to have you back, man. So I will be locked in this Sunday.
oh yeah, I am just so excited for it. All right, so there's one last thing I wanted to talk about is our 1 year anniversary is almost up. Well, June 24th will be our 1 year anniversary of starting the Everything podcast. I mean, we've come pretty far. Episode 1 is just it was structured totally different. I mean, we had a whole different formula back then. We used to cover news. We used to really focus on music. It used to be a lot more structured back then. We used to have a whole schedule, which we changed only recently. Um, so yeah, now our podcast, we kind of just go with the flow. We talk about what we want to talk about. If there's anything big, we talk about it. But yeah, we were a lot more structured back then, which I personally like this style more, Will. But yeah, it was still fun having our own little segments, which we still kind of do, like the movie review, movie of the week, which we kind of do. We just do it in a different way now. And I was a lot worse at talking, and well, you've always been pretty good at doing podcasts.
Oh,
So,
thanks, man.
but yeah, I was just awful at talking back then. Looking back at that podcast, and yeah, we've come pretty far, I'd say. But I don't want to say it all now. We'll talk more about it at our 1 year anniversary. Anniversary, yikes, which
Yeah.
is June 24th.
Yeah. Let me just say, yeah, I'm very proud of where we've taken this from a year ago. Feels like a while ago that we started this podcast. Feels like we've been doing it for more than a year. But folks, we will do something on June 24th. We will be on here. We'll be doing something.
Yeah. I'm super excited, and we just hit episode 30, by the way, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And now that we've branched out, we're doing movie reviews. We're doing little specials sometimes. We're doing what grinds
the
my
only
gears.
movie show. Yeah, are you going to be doing an episode of the only movie show this week?
Sure will.
Awesome. I look
Um,
forward to seeing which film you're going to cover.
yeah.
Yeah, folks. Only movie show Thursdays.
Yep.
Thursday.
Yeah. And yeah, I can't wait for our 1 year anniversary. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this part 2 of episode 30 of the Everything Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for watching us until episode 30. I mean, 30 episodes of this podcast. That's just crazy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow, actually, on our pregame show. So, woo! See you then. Bye-bye.